NFL quick hitters heading into week 5. Bills versus Texans. We'll start with that because the Bills are heading to Houston to face the Texans. The Bills are coming off tough losses last week to the Ravens, and now quarterback Josh Allen will see his former number one wideout Stephon Diggs on the other side with the Texans. To me, it's a revenge game. When Josh Allen came out the other week and was talking about how it's a beautiful environment that we're living in right now, where I'm getting to throw it to a bevy of receivers and I don't have one clamoring for dominance of the football over others, and we don't have those kind of things to be concerned about, that was clearly a veiled shot at Stephon Diggs. And so when you consider the way Stephon Diggs is playing, what he's capable of doing, and how much noise he's capable of making to go against your former team and to remind your former quarterback what the hell you bring to the table, I think it's something he will be incentivized to do. Now, he ain't the number one receiver on the Texans. That's Nico Collins. But nevertheless, Stephon Diggs is still a bad brother, as in a good, very good way, in terms of his talents. That is the way that it is. I think the Texans might end up winning this game. We'll see what C.J. Stroud and the crew do in Houston, all right? Next up, Ravens head into Cincinnati to face the Bengals. Baltimore managed to get back to 500, beating the aforementioned Bills last week at home. The one thing the Ravens have is running game. It's a running game that travels, led by the one and only Derrick Henry, who, by the way, rushed for 199 yards last week. Week before that, it was 151 yards. Over the last couple of weeks, the man has been running roughshod over everybody. Give love and respect and credit where it's due. I think the running game doesn't go anywhere. But in the same breath, we can't sleep on what the Bengals can do offensively with Joe Burrow, with Jamar Chase and the crew. I personally think the Bengals offense is taking too much heat. The stats and the resume and history has shown that as the season wanes, Joe Burrow gets better and better and better. So we got to remember that. The issue with Cincinnati is not their offense. It's their defense, which is horrible. That's their damn problem. How they going to get that together, I have no idea. Why they're never prepared to play in September and win football games in the first month of the season under Zach Taylor, I have no idea. But I know this much. Their owner is notoriously cheap, and if he wants to spare expenses, rather than holding back on giving Jamar Chase money, he should hold back on keeping and letting Zach Taylor keep his job. If he can't win in the month of November, damn, I ain't paying you to be the head coach for half the damn season. You're supposed to be coaching the whole season. Anyway, let me move on. Next up is the Cleveland Browns. They head to the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., to take on the Commanders, who have the most accurate quarterback so far this season in rookie Jaden Daniels. Y'all might think I'm crazy. I think he's a candidate for league MVP. I really mean that. I think he's a candidate for league MVP. Now, it ain't going to last. Rookie's not getting that award. We understand that. We see the way Josh Allen's been playing. We see the way Brock Purdy has been playing. We see the way Baker Mayfield and Kirk Cousins played last night. We've seen a few things. But Jaden Daniels has completed 82% of his passes. Jaden Daniels last week completed 91% of his passes. The brother is balling. He's running with the football effectively. He's throwing the football effectively. He's picking up on the offense in the National Football League effectively, courtesy of Cliff Kingsbury, former head coach in Arizona, who's now offensive coordinator in the nation's capital, who's really doing a hell of a job. We got to give credit where credit is due. So we're going to do that today. But Jaden Daniels is balling, and I got to give love where it's due when it comes to him. Finally, it's the Cowboys and the Steelers, because we got to talk about this Sunday night matchup between these two teams that are about to face off, all right? Because the Cowboys going on the road, they head to Pittsburgh. I'm rolling with Justin Fields here. I'm rolling with Justin Fields. I'm telling you right now that when I look at Justin Fields and what he brings to the table, I'm saying to myself, yo, Justin Fields, in his first 4 games, best start of his career in terms of completion percentage and passer rating. 71%, 91, 98% respectively. Justin Fields is doing his thing. What the hell is Dak Prescott doing? You want to talk about their passing attack? Fine. They don't have a running game. They don't have much to throw to outside of CeeDee Lamb, and we get all of that. But that's why you got paid $60 million. That's why you got a $240 million contract. You're supposed to offset the deficiencies that are around you, okay? Micah Parsons ain't going to play. DeMarcus Lawrence ain't going to play. Now, they couldn't stop a cold to begin with. Anybody could run on the Dallas Cowboys before they ran into the Giants last week. You don't have much of a running game. But with these two brothers out, and you going up against Najee Harris and that Cat Warren, and you got Pickens and Freiermuth and these boys to worry about, I expect the Steelers to do their thing. Offensively, I think they should be formidable enough. Defensively, I think they should have a field day with the Dallas Cowboys. This is not a game that the Dallas Cowboys should win. It shouldn't be close. The Steelers will make it close because that's just what they do, trying to give everybody a heart attack. But it shouldn't be close. It really, really shouldn't.